Hello, welcome to Studio Cafe 315. Roseanne Perla here, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Tonight I am using, or today, or right now, I am using the paper packet called, I have it written down here, my notes are here. It is called Painted Illusions, okay? And you can get this paper packet if you spend $75. It is the February product of the month. Gorgeous, two-sided. So you have this side, and then the opposite side is this gorgeous waves. This one looks like it, but it's a different wave. You have this beautiful piece, and on the other side, you have this one. See that? They remind me of tropical. They remind me of Hawaii, Thailand, tropical places, beach, water. That's what they remind me of. And then you have this one, and then the opposite side, and this one, and the opposite side. Actually, these two go together. And this is the set that I use. You have 4 pieces of each. So these waves just go like this, and the other ones are very different. They go like this, all up and down. So, did you see the difference? Very versatile paper pack, very, very popular paper pack, and it's only available while supplies last. I am also using the Fabulous Sayings, and the Fabulous Sayings is the January product of the month. There still are some of these left, so you can take your pick, but you can only get one, and you can only get one always. So I could only get 1 pack of paper when I spent $75, and then in January I got this, but this is still available, so you could take your pick. If you want the stamp set and you're spending $75, it's an extra $5 for either the paper pack or this. There are 8 designs, 4 sheets, well, I'm sorry, double-sided, 8 designs, 3 sheets of each for 12 sheets of paper. Awesome pack. And today I am using this design. It's this design, okay, with the back side is the floral. And I am doing a one-sheet wonder. What is a one-sheet wonder? A one-sheet wonder is you're cutting up the pieces of this to make a certain amount of cards. Maybe you want to make 8 cards, 10 cards, 12 cards. I did length 4, so you can get 3, and then 3 inches across, so you can make 12 pieces for 12 cards. Okay, that's the one sheet wonder. It's a very simple one sheet wonder to start off with a one sheet wonder this way. So let's get started. I promise that I will do this in 25 minutes. That's what I have left. And I'm going to quickly get started. I will show you the card first. And I'm going to do different sentiments. I'm using many of the sentiments. I have them set up already for the Fabulous Sayings. I did pre-cut my paper. I did emboss this with the embossing folder. Swirly. Let me grab that. I didn't write it down. Here it is. The soft waves. I did the waves because of the waves of the paper. Soft waves, very reminded me of the paper. The 3D embossing folder. So that's what I used for that. The colors that go with this are Darling Duckling, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, and Pretty Peacock. Okay. I also used the low profile dots, and another set of dots that would be great for this are the they are called the 2025 2027 in color dots that are similar to this, but they have the 5 in colors. And those are really nice with Strawberry Slush, the Darling Duckling, um, uh, uh, the Strawberry Slush, Darling Duckling. Well, those are the two that go with this. Well, not Strawberry Slush, but Secret Sea, Cloud Cover, and one last one I can't think of. You can look those up though for me if you'd like, and you can tell me what they are. I am just gonna quickly get on my live here so that I can see it. And I want to make sure my volume is off. I want to make sure. There it is. Okay. Fantastic. Now I can see that I have a little blur spot, so I need to move this a teeny bit by doing that. Okay. Sorry. Messed up that video. Okay, so simple card. I did cut pieces to add to this, and if you can find a sentiment to go with hello, but I always think of it as just a note, so it would have a nice little note in here, and you would put that in there. So I'm not sure if I have enough, but I will do that at the end. Okay, let's get started. So I have ones that open this way, and they are a plain card. So I am going to glue down my inside pieces. And you can ask me questions and talk to me through this. If you have any questions. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Jeannie. I will use dimensionals on parts of this, just not on these pieces. So I'm doing the gluing first of all 10. They have bases, so some of them have ribbons, some of them don't, and I pre-did the ribbon as well. I've just got my hands all sticky. I should use my mat instead. This is the acrylic mat for adhesive surfaces. It really helps absorb some of the glue. I'm leaving 1/8 of an inch. This is a standard 4 by 5 1/4 insert, and this is an A2 size card. I'm doing the deboss side. I can do either one, doesn't matter. I'm using the Tombow liquid glue. And I'm pretty sure all of these items are available to order. Yes, you can buy more than one product of the month in 1 month. Absolutely, but each purchase has to be $75. Yes, correct. I don't know if I said that right. I probably didn't, so thank you for clarifying. And anyone watching who has not subscribed, subscribing to my YouTube channel or anybody's YouTube channel is free. A subscription. It's a free subscription. And sometimes people don't realize that, you know, when you say, oh, subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. I am one person short of 150 subscribers, which was one of my goals. In the past year, I've been trying to get to 150 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So, share my videos if you'd like. Subscribe if you are not a subscriber. It's 4 down. So this stamp set is so versatile. You can do happy birthday, thanks so much. There's a lot of little sayings. Let me pull this out so you can see that while I'm gluing away. And I said, bring your stuffs because you can do this right now with me. If you have some pre-cut A2 cards, I use the Darling Duckling as my base. It is 4.5 wide or 8.5, scored at 5.5. So you have a 4 1/4 by 5.5 card. So the trick is to do everything that you need to do, the same things, you know, over and over, and then you finish up with the embellishing. And I am watching my time. So when you pre-cut everything, you can really get everything done. I'm gonna foam fold this down because it will stay down once it's folded. Some of them, see, it's getting better. And then once it gets its other pieces on it, by the time we're done, it's almost all set. Now I tried to make these mail friendly. So not too thick, not too, let me check where I'm at. Yep, I'm out of the view. Not too many dimensionals so that they can go right in the mail. I know this is sort of monotonous, but just to show you, 1 piece of paper and 5 pieces of cardstock, some white cardstock, which is a staple. You can even buy white cardstock and do this with white cardstock. I would change up your folder probably. Do something with the embossing folder a little bit different. 3 to go. This is 3. And then we're going to do some stamping, and I'll show you some stamping techniques. So hopefully you're getting some glue techniques, some measurements, which are standard for me. This is a standard card, simple to do. When you need a bunch of thank yous, a bunch of birthday cards, things right, you know, in your stash. You can use whatever you have. They're just everyday cards that you absolutely need. The only, you know, you can do anything, which I love. I love the positivity of that. The only thing it doesn't have is, and here's Happy Birthday. And I cut it out right there. Let me show you that. There's Happy Birthday. And I fussy cut it. That is in Flirty Flamingo. I am going to do one card, Sending Love. And I did one heart, and I'll show you how I'll fancy that up a teeny bit. I do like to go fancy, and this is like very plain for me, because I like to really embellish and do a lot. But I'm thinking of these cards as quick and easy cards. You know, not everybody loves to embellish so much. So I'm trying to, you know, sometimes not embellish as much. Okay, one more. I think one of the most time-consuming things is gluing all of these. Cutting them wasn't too bad. Once I knew what I wanted to do, that wasn't too bad. I'm going to show you how I did this in a second. You use your mat to do this, and I haven't done that. Yes. So yes, and there is leftover product from December, that beautiful blue paper. I don't remember the title of it. And I still have some of mine. I only made one card. I could have used that as well. You can use any paper. That one goes there, and this one goes here. And I'm just going to show you how I did the tag. And I think this might still be available. It was this punch that was in the sale. It ended up going on sale like in March or in February with the sale they used to have that they didn't do this year. They did the product of the month and some other things and changed it up. And it's right here, right? Huh. Where is my punch? So it was a punch that was on sale, and I told everybody, grab that punch. Here, actually, it wasn't that one. The one that I'm talking about that was on sale was this one. And now I think it's $30, this one. This is the Sentiment punch. I don't know if it's still available, but it was, I don't know if it was $10 or $15. I can't remember. It was a great deal. But this is the punch I got a long time ago. And it was on, last year I got it, and it was on the sale rack. So you can do the hole right there. And we do have little mini punches for this, and I always turn it over. I mark it so I get the center, and it makes that hole, that slot. And actually, I don't think I used this one for the slot. And then I did, and you could just do this yourself, but I did this though, the corners. So you can do that corner, which cuts it off, or you can do this fancy corner. So that's what I use for that. These two away. Okay. But I did use my little mini, the set of 3, because I can tell that slot is not the same. I used the set of 3, so I used this one. And this is the one I use for my ribbons as well, to do that with the ribbons. Okay. Let's do hello and thank you. And I'm going to do it in Pretty Peacock. Now, you could add things to this. You do not have to keep it simple, but there's nothing wrong with simple. And by any means, this is not simple. It uses an embossing folder. It's got nice cardstock and the DSP paper. I keep saying simple, but okay. So let's do some of these. What I did was I just took my piece, one of my hairs, and it's stuck in there. It's on my finger. And I just rubbed it instead. You know, if you don't have a brush, I do have brushes, but I do these quickly like this. And I actually like the effect better than the brush. And I just do that all the way around. So I left one not done so I can show you. So you're actually using your stamp pad as a brush, just like a brush. Okay, so let's do some more thank yous. I need thank yous and I need happy birthdays for the most part. I'm doing a class on Sunday. Hi, Carol. Love the hello card. Yes. Thank you. And thank you, Carrie. It's okay. Sometimes things don't come out as well as I'd like. Hi, Sharon. Oh my gosh, it's so great to have all this interaction. Love it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, all of you. Yes, Darling Duckling is the 2025-2027 in color with cloud cover, strawberry slush, secret sea. And what's the last one? What's the fourth one? I can't think of the fourth one. Oh, Timid Tiger, my orange color. Yes, a different orange. Finally, a real orange. Love that. Okay, I'm going to do hello for the last maybe 1, 2. I might not use all of these, but stamping techniques, you should not be afraid of them. I'm going to pull out the best tool ever. Is the new tool. If you join my team, it is this Stampin. No, I can't remember that word. This. I'm going to use this in a minute. I have it all set up with 3 different stamps. Because I have customers who tell me all the time, oh, I'm afraid to stamp. I never stamped. I can't stamp. And you can stamp. Just take your time and you can stamp. It's so much fun stamping. I love stamping. It's like my favorite part of crafting is stamping. One of my favorite parts. I just love crafting. But I do love stamping. So, okay. I'm not gonna put this together yet. I'm gonna put it together all together. I'm gonna show you how I put that ribbon on. Okay, let's finish the stamping. Let's get this out. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how I do the happy birthday. It doesn't really matter, just as long as I get it on here. It's not going to matter. Actually use the measurements. I'm on the metric side because I flipped it over this sheet. Okay. I need the magnets. I took them off. I bought an extra set of magnets. You can get them on Amazon. They're pink though. From the company is Bira Bira. Okay. Oops. Again, it's not going to matter because I'm going to hand cut it, and I'm going to show you that technique. Okay. I like having the extra magnets. And they are, I think it's $15 for 2 magnets. The whole thing is $49. If you sign up, it's not in our catalog, so it's only for new demonstrators who sign up this month. Actually till March 2nd, I think it is. Till Monday, March 2nd, or maybe Tuesday. March 1st is Sunday. Well, my magnets stuck to something, the other 2 magnets, because they disappeared. And they're just like this. Okay, so it helps if you have another set of magnets I found. And I really like those. And I took them all off. Sorry. I am going to use another Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to just demonstrate this. So you ink up your, and you don't even have to wipe that off because it's not going to get anywhere on your piece of paper. And it's not because it's not there. It's just the way this is built, it has a gap here and it will not. So if I didn't like this stamping, okay, it's a little off there, I'm going to just ink up again. A little bit more ink because I want it a little darker. And it goes right back in the same place. But it's important where you place your magnets. Like I saw, like it was coming up, but once I did it this way, see, that's beautiful. And then it'll dry and it'll look very nice. So there's that one. I am going to do Love. Let me see where that one's at. I'm just going to take my chamois and wipe this a little bit. Even though I am going to stamp again with this, I am going to do more birthdays. But I just want to show you Sending Love. Again, if I put these down, this is the way I should be doing it. And so that I know where to move my piece of paper over and up. Okay. And I am going to do it in Flirty Flamingo. I'm not going to take that off because I have it in place. Okay. Again, it's okay. Usually I'm a better stamper. I'm just trying to rush too much. Okay, I messed it up. It moved. So you can do the other side or you have extra pieces. Let's try it again. I find this to be a lot easier doing this It's just this time it's taking me more. I've done this live before where it did not take me as much time. Now it came off everything. I feel bad because I'm demoing it in front of everybody, and I've never had this happen to me, but I've seen other people who've had that happen to them. And it's all it is if you get this down really well, it doesn't happen. So, one more time. I might need some more ink. Maybe I've used Flirty Flamingo too much. Okay, it's just gonna mess up. One more. Because I'm moving it too much. Okay. I think I'm done with that. I am going to just get this a little bit off because it's that red color or that mixture with the red in it. It does stain. If you use this product on your chamois, it really works to take off the stain. You have to do it immediately though. Let's try this one. I like this. I like using this. Okay. Again, since I am fussy cutting these, wrong way. Do I have it upside down? No, it is the right way. I did have it the right way. Okay. Sharon, did you open your order? Hi, Ann. No, Ann. I was starting at 7, the regular time. 7:30 is our Wednesday team meeting. I was wondering what you meant by a new time. But that's okay. I'm still here. I'm a little slow. Okay. I love positivity statements. So you can do anything. Don't take these off. I'm going to put this aside and I'll clean that up after. Okay. Okay. So there are some like this one that go this way. And I'm going to put happy birthday on there. Okay. And then some embellishments. I am going to use dimensionals on this part. Size okay. You could use your pick tool for this. I was going to put the dimensionals where I needed them, but I won't finish all 10 because I don't want to keep you guys here all night. I don't want to keep you here till 8 o'clock. Okay. So fussy cutting. Let's just show you fussy cutting. You take your nice tip short scissors. Okay. I do have long ones that I use for like general purpose. These are not my scissors that I use with anything sticky or glue. And what you do, you can actually take your stamp and you could pencil around it, and whatever the stamp is. See how the stamp has ups and downs? You could pencil right around that and fussy cut that way. I'm going to just do it this way. I've gotten better at fussy cutting. So I could tell you a couple months ago, absolutely, you would hear me on my videos say I hate fussy cutting. I won't fussy cut. I would just use die cuts and or my punch for labels, and I would do it all that way. Now I'm not so afraid of fussy cutting. And actually, you could do this and switch this card around like this and do happy and cut it, because this is so nice. It gives you a place to cut it. In fact, I'm going to try that. I just noticed that with this stamp set that you could actually cut the happy without cutting the stamp and do happy birthday, because this is a large stamp. It's not large that it's too large for a card. It's just larger than most of the happy birthday stamps that I have as sentiments. But I do love this happy birthday. I love the script. So I love this sentiment stamp set. I'm hoping next month, in March, which is next week when they come out with the product of the month, that it is also a stamp set again, because it seems like they did. The first one was December and it was a paper packet, and then the next one was a stamp set, this stamp set, and then it was January, and then February was a paper packet. So I'm like, maybe. I haven't heard any rumors or anything of what's coming out, so I don't know. In fact, I might have heard a rumor of what's coming out and I forgot, so I can't even tell you what it was because I can't remember right now. I have a lot going on, especially this week with my Zoom. My first Zoom class is coming up with Lovely and Beautiful Sweet. It's that beautiful sweet with the florals and the gold. And I have 5 people signed up. And a couple of them are on here, 3 of them. Yeah. You like the shadow effect sometimes. Oh, I call it artistic creativity. I know. I just gave up because I'm in a hurry. But when I go back, I haven't had trouble at all with Stampin'. I find it easier with the Stampin' tool. What is it called? Stampin'. Right now, my mind is blank. I am on overdrive. Okay, so this you just discard, and I am going to use a couple of dimensionals on here, and I feel and I am going to use the embellishments. You know, I could have done a ribbon here, but I tried it and I didn't like it. I'm going to cut these in half. These are my all-purpose scissors. I could have just used the sides as well of the embellishment of the dimensionals. Yep, that's good. I thought it was too much on the edge there. I'm a slow crafter. We were talking about that today, Carol and I. Carol's on here, and this morning, and we were talking about how we like to take our time crafting. I don't like to rush because I enjoy it so much that I like to take my time. So I'm going to use these that are already cut. Makes sense. I've been using up quite a few of these. So, do you always do fancy cards or do you just need simple cards? Quick, simple cards. Okay. Let me get my dots. Now I'm going to do a bow one. Where are my embellishments? They're under here. My pick tool that I love. These actually, the granny, when it has more of the pretty peacock, I use these ones, but this has more green. I might even use green and yellow here. Let me fix this putty. Okay. It's a big one. Okay, so if you spend $75 this week, I'm doing a weekly special. I've been doing that weekly. You can pick a product of the month for $5 extra. You can go back, you just click on learn more your cart and look at them and decide. And I can put a ribbon, actually, I can do the ribbon here. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go this way and just put a little bit on the back with some tape. I used to have my tape on the right, so I keep going right, but it's on the left. And I am going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. I only use it for like things that I really want them to stick. Like if I'm putting together, and actually, it didn't go to the end. I'm killing myself today. Okay, see, and that's going to stick really, really well. And then I'm going to cut it. And this is how I normally craft. Off the cuff, like this. This is how I like to craft. And I think this is too small. So I'm going to go up here. I'm actually going to use the roll. And this is what I was talking about, that I use that punch to keep my ribbon together so that it's not all flying all over the place. I was so happy when this came out and someone posted this idea, and oh, I took advantage of that. I just love this idea. So, and I love making bows. Secrecy would have been nice here too. With the right off of the ribbon, like that. So that one probably wouldn't have been too long. And you're just making a bow, like you're tying your shoes. People are afraid of bows too. I can't believe the number of people I met that had never made a bow. Okay. And I have fancy scissors for the bow. So now, this is not a card that you're going to mail because you're going to have to put it in a package, because now it has this bow on it right in the front. I hope you're seeing all of this because I keep moving down. And there you have it. Now that I call a card, and I need to put my little piece in here. Let me get my tape running. And you know what? Even this piece would be pretty instead of the the waves, the multicolors. Like Sherry always tells me, when you make mistakes and stuff, it's real. And people like that. She goes, just be real, just be you. And I am me 100% of the time. This is me. Okay, now I do have another sentiment for happy birthday, but look at how pretty that is. Oh, I do like these cards. I do really like these cards. Let's do this one. I'll show you how to put on this ribbon. And we'll do thank you. And then you have one of each. And then I'll finish them on my own. And then the other special is if you spend $35, I will send you a kit with 3 of these. And then you can stamp them any way you like. So that's my special this week. 2 specials. $75. You get all of the extra things. And I still will send you the kit of 3. $35, I'll send you the kit. I'll send you the video. You can watch it when it's all completed. And this. Now you can slant it all. You can put it one way or the other. That's just glue. Let's do it. Now, the mini dimensionals are a little bit less, not as high. So I use the mini dimensionals on here, or I might have only used 3 down the middle. That's another way of not making it so thick. And that's the garage door going up. So my husband's coming home. And then you just bend it up a little bit. That black little thing there. And it stays up. I just learned that little trick. So you don't have to use a ton of dimensionals, and then it's not so thick and heavy. Although this is a really nice card. And it is nice and I could have used in these also going down this way. I did some of those. By the way, just another little trick. Okay. And there you have it. So I think I explained the specials correctly. This week's offer, card kit with 35, 75. You get the extra thing for $5. I'll send you a card kit. This is Pretty Peacock and Flirty Flamingo. This is Ugly Duckling cardstock. So if you wanted to make a bunch of them, Ugly Duckling, and I will trim this. These are a little too big. And that is it. You have it. I think I answered all your questions. If you're interested in my Zoom class, tonight's the last night to sign up. I am out of the gold embellished ephemera, so that's coming probably Wednesday or Thursday. So I will have to rush your kit over to you if you do order tonight, if anyone orders tonight. I'm just happy to have, 5 people. That's my highest kit number, I think, in a while. Last year, I think I had that. So how do you like them? Tell me what you think. Let me see if there's any other questions. And try getting the stamp without the ink to the paper first. Then place the card and pick up the stamp with the plate. Okay. I read it wrong. Sorry. No problem. You can catch the replay for sure. Yes, absolutely. Hey, reminder to please hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Carrie. Oh my gosh. She's like my person here. I love this. I know some stuff, really cool stuff, is going to be announced through the weekly updates tomorrow. I've been waiting for that. Yep. I thought it was last Thursday, but it's, yes, tomorrow. The kits are fabulous that are coming out Tuesday. I can't wait to get those boards, the clipboards. They're going to be fabulous. Oh, and I love the cards that go with them and all of that stuff. Yes, so you guys become demonstrators. You will find out everything ahead of time. Look at all of these. I have to put these together and do my sets. And you will find out everything ahead of time. We get to purchase things ahead of time. And you can get this Stamparatus. It's a $49 value. So if you purchase it when it comes out, I think in May, it's a $49 value. We were able to purchase it for a short time. I think we had a couple weeks before so that we could promote it and promote it for new demonstrators. And you can also get the, so you get that for free. Stampin' Up! Sends that to you, and it's $99 to join. And then you get to pick $125 worth of product. You purchase in what you want for your kit. If you need, you know, I purchased a variety of things when I started. I got a couple of, a block or two, a stamp pad or two that I really wanted, some basics. And then I got, of course, bundles I ordered and things like that. I do want to do the other one with the heart. I have two hearts. I have a pretty peacock heart with this die cut as well. I'm sorry to be distracted, but I have this one. That one's coming out, but I did the pretty peacock as well, so I wanted to combine those and put that with the sending love. So that's the other one. I'm going to make a card, sending love. You're on my mind, all of that. So, and this is something that you can get, $75. I love the, not only do I love this, but I love the, let me go out a little. I love it all. So, did it go? No. Oh, I want to go out. Not in, out. There we go. Okay. I love everything Stampin' Up. So, oh, thank you, Carrie, for all of that information. So pretty with the ribbon. Thanks, Jeannie. Cue card. It's being rerouted for tomorrow. Oh, you didn't get your package, Sharon. Sharon ordered the regular size embossing machine, and she still hasn't become a demonstrator. She ordered a whole bunch of things, and she's going to start crafting more. I'm so excited, Sharon. And she's attending my classes and the Zoom on Sunday. And yeah, she's getting into it. So maybe down the road, Sharon, you will join me. I hope sometime. I'm impressed. I rarely add anything to the inside of my card, something I should consider changing. Well, you know what? It's nice if you're giving it to someone and they're going to reuse it and they can just add their note. But I like to always add a sentiment inside, and I have a bunch of them that I like to do. So I like to do that, and then I like to leave room, and sometimes I'll add an extra note here, and then my customers know to always check the back if it's a fun fold card or an easel card, because I always have a sentiment and a note on the back if I don't have room in some of the cards, you know, when you don't have a lot of room to write anything. But yeah, I love notes, and Carol always writes me beautiful notes. Thanks, Roseanne, beautiful cards, super cute. But you only get the Stampin' Positioner for free from February, and then it's gone for a bit. Yes, you can't get it until, I think, May, when the annual catalog comes out. I think that's when it's going to come out. I'm not sure, though. And thanks for the demonstration. Love the cards. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. Happy crafting. See you next Monday, I hope. Thank you.